Cheers to me. Sarah Elizabeth Galoo. Oh gosh, guys. Welcome to my channel, Sarah Elizabeth Galoo Health. Okay, let's just get down to what this video is about, because I am cooking chicken, meal prepping for the week, and I don't want to have to leave the fan on low for too long, but I don't want to have it on high just because I want you to be able to hear what I'm saying to you. And we live in a building with high ceilings, and you know, the sound can reverberate in here. And thank you, because I love the high ceilings. So thank you to my partner who works hard, and me too. I mean, I love where we live. We've been living here for a few years now, maybe a couple of years. Closer to a couple probably, but we love it here. And as you can see, this plant over here, I'm not going to tell you his name, but like, he is thriving. He is living his best life. So I will do that too, as Sarah Elizabeth Galoo, and I will just share with you the fun stuff that I got as I am on my fitness journey, which actually started when I was 15. I think I already told you that. But yeah, this fitness journey of, you know, doing a competition, a bikini competition this time. And I want to look better in my bikini competition that I'm going to do than I did when I won first place in figure at my first competition. Like, I want to bring a better package, only like a bikini package this time. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a bikini competition, and I just want to show you the first thing that I got in this list of what I'm going to share today in this fitness channel, this Sarah channel. I want to just share more about myself as I'm evolving, and I feel like returning to who Sarah is, instead of changing my name from Mo Moon to Sarah, because Mo Moon is still very important to me, and she helps me tremendously. Yeah. Moharat Jezebel Morgan Moon. Yeah. She's quite something. And so yeah, the first thing I have is Beyond the Stage, The Unspoken Truths of Bikini Prep by Lexi Steele. So this is the book, and it is really scary to me to read this, because I'm going to just give you an update about how I've been feeling. I am going to be doing a competition hopefully November 1st, 2026, and like, if I can do this successfully, if I can actually get to this stage and like show off the practicing that I've been doing in my posing or whatever. Speaking about posing, so I got this book, and it talks about like what it's like to prep for bikini, and like what the judges are expecting from you, and like what the general criteria are for like who's gonna do well in bikini. And like, they told me in this book, like a certain percentage of body fat is normal for bikini competitors, and like, I was like, how am I ever gonna get that lean, you know? But that's the thing, everybody's body is different, and because I've been working out my muscles and my cardio since I was 15 years old, and you know, I did sports before that, like soccer and basketball and badminton and stuff like that in school. I liked those sports, but I never really actively did cardio, which is what I have been implementing, you know, since last summer. So last summer, my sister Esther, actually, shout out to Esther, she inspired me to like be more serious about my workout regime, and to take, because her transformation was like amazing. Like, just the fact that she took control of herself like that and transformed herself. And so I was like, wow, that's amazing. And she wanted to go to a local competition, which is the same competition I want to do, for her birthday. And so we all went to the bodybuilding competition, and me, my sister Esther, and my sister Debbie, shout out to Debbie. So yeah, and at my first competition, my sister Liz came out. So shout out to my sister Liz. So yeah, I have a nice big family and I'm grateful for every one of my siblings. So yeah, that book Beyond the Stage kind of got me scared. Oh shit, sorry. So this book kind of got me scared and I was thinking to myself, you know, I can't do this. Like I can't do this. Let's get back to the story, right? So the percentage I don't think I could ever reach that. Like what am I doing? Do I even know how to coach myself through this? Like I don't want to be unready when the time comes to compete, you know, like what if I don't know what I'm doing? What if I don't, and like I was just asking all these what if questions and I was like, I can't do this. But then I was like, I don't want to give in to the fear, you know, like everything is possible if you put your mind to it, right? So I was like pushing through all those doubts about myself for like 24 to 48 hours and I was kind of losing control of like the control that I had over doing this competition prior to starting to read this book. And I'm not done reading it, so don't get me wrong, like this is not my final say on the book, but like it brings down like reality. This book helps to bring you to reality when you're preparing for a bikini competition. So yeah, Beyond the Stage, I got it on Amazon by Lexi Steele, The Unspoken Truths of Bikini Prep. So yeah, if you want to know if you're ready for the stage, get into this book and you will be tested, like mentally just tested with what you have to bring to the stage, you know, so yeah. And so speaking of the stage, the next thing I want to show you that I got, I haven't shown you yet, but I've been using them, are my Ellie shoes. Ellie. Yeah, so these are my Ellie shoes and I got Ellie for my first competition, only I got a shorter heel on my last competition heels for my figure competition. So these ones I got a higher heel, and the funny thing is I was thinking about competing in figure again for my second time, but back to like basics. But I got these high heels because I figured I figured my leg would look longer if it would look better if it looks longer. So yeah, these are my Ellie heels and they have like the strap around the ankle like that. So these are the heels I'll be walking in on stage. And I've been practicing in them. And they're not easy to walk in by any means, but they are nice. I think they're really pretty. Like some of them that you can get by other companies have like sparkles and crystals in the shoes and stuff like that. But maybe one day if I go to my next, like let's say I do really well in this competition that I'm going to be doing on November 1st, hopefully. So let's say I do really well in that competition, meaning like top 3. I think then I can actually go to Toronto Pro the following year and compete for my IFBB Pro card. So maybe if I actually do become successful in this whole like facing my fears kind of thing, like maybe I will buy myself a nicer pair of posing heels, but these ones are really good for beginners. Not sponsored or anything like that. I got them on Amazon. But yeah, this is the brand Ellie, E-L-L-I-E. And they're not cheap. These ones were $60, give or take. So I bought those like a year ago thinking I was going to compete in figure, but wanting my leg to look longer. And then it dawned on me that like I would probably have a better opportunity at doing well if I did bikini, because I've always been somebody who's had, you know, when I was in my teens, my early teens, I always had a problem with being too skinny. And so yeah, I've worked hard for my muscle, and that's one of the things that dawned on me, is that like I've been doing this for so long, and if you want to talk about going into the gym, I started training out my muscles in the gym when I was 21 years old. So I often think to myself, why didn't I record it on social media? But they say grind hard in silence, so that's what I was doing. But yeah, now the muscle that I have, you know, I don't know if you can see my tricep. I got a little bit of a tricep there. And I got my shoulders going on. Got some good shoulders. You know, my arms are leaning out a little bit. You know, you don't want to see the jiggle, but if you see it, that's okay. You can work hard on it. I believe that people can transform anything if they can transform their minds. And that's part of the challenge of this whole bikini competition that I'm doing is like, do you push yourself, Sarah, Elizabeth Glue, do you push yourself hard enough to say, I'm gonna do the hard things, even though that's not what I would do as my past self, you know, like, because when I was working with Moharet Jezebel Morgan Moon for those like 6 years, yeah, I was still interested in fitness, but I was really delving deep into the occult and just my whole identity as a witch. And I wasn't thinking about like, okay, I have to go to the gym at least 4 days a week now. Like, okay, I have to motivate myself even when I'm not going with my partner. Okay, I have to wake up to an alarm even though I'd love to sleep in. Like, all those things kind of, if you can do them over a long period of time, which is my challenge right now, then for myself, then can you reach your goals? And to be honest, I've always wanted to be an International Federation of Bodybuilding professional. And I think the thing that separates professionals, sorry, I just have to check on the chicken. All right, sorry. So yeah, if you can embody the spirit of professionalism in your everyday life and not just in front of people, because that's important too, you know, to be professional with other people, but also to be professional with yourself and to say to yourself, like, listen, you told yourself you would do that tomorrow morning, let's say, you go to the gym. Now, do you have a valid reason for why you're not going to do that? Like, is it because you need to go to your altar and spend time in silence meditating, you know? Because to me, the spirit is really important as well as the body. So I'm not just working out so I can look good, you know, I'm working out so that I can challenge myself to do something really hard, like compete in a bikini competition at 45 years old, like I'm 45 years old now. So I got this High Nitro X Pro Subs pre-workout. So I know this is not sponsored, nothing sponsored. I'm just showing you what I got. So that I got on supplementscanada.ca. And then I got this EHP Labs Oxy Whey Daily Lean Whey Protein in chocolate caramel, because I take a protein shake once or twice a day, depending on my protein goals. And my protein goals right now are to have 1 gram of protein per pound of my body weight, where I'm currently at. So I don't think it's important to tell you the numbers because everybody's different. But you know, if you're going to be competing in a bikini competition and you don't want to look funny on stage trying to show off a body that isn't ready for this stage, you know, that can be scary. So I got these. I got those supplements there, the pre-workout and the protein powder, and I got these. Your bum called, it needed this. Your bum called, it needed this. So, yeah. I got some leggings from Peachy Bum. I got pink. I got blue. And I got brown. And I'm not gonna try them on for this video, but if you want to see what they look like on me, check me on my social media. So I got size medium, but you can't really see them very well, but there's like the logo, and they have V back and a scrunch butt. and they're brown. So those are the brown ones. And like I said, if you want to see me in them, I'll make it a mental note to take a picture and post it on my new Instagram account. So this is the blue Peachy Bum. There's the Peachy Bum logo with the V back and the scrunch butt in, I think that's acid wash blue, but don't quote me on it. So that, I got those ones in brown and in blue. And like, I love Gymshark, but the prices are a little wild. These Peachy Bums are less expensive. And again, like, I don't know what they're gonna be like working out, but I got these ones. And the material is different on these ones. But they have the Peachy Bum logo here. Sorry, my chicken's cooking, and the scrunched butt. And they're full length. Oh, and they even have white on the bottom. So yeah, they're all scrunched butt because scrunched butt is really amazing. I used to buy my leggings from a company called Celestial Bodies, and I loved those leggings. Those were the most amazing scrunched butt leggings. Unfortunately, they don't make leggings anymore. They don't make anything anymore. The company retired. So, but those were the best leggings with the scrunch bum. I also like Abs to Be Fitness, which I did end up purchasing 2 pairs from Abs to Be Fitness. So if you want me to review those for you, I can, or just show you them. Don't spend all your money trying to look good in the gym. Be very mindful about what you're doing with your money. I am calculating every paycheck, you know, how to, you know, not put myself into debt trying to look good in the gym, or you know what I mean? So even trying to do this competition, like I'm coaching myself, my partner's helping me. We're both personal trainers. I'm an elite personal trainer, certified, you know, with International Sports Science Association. That's who I did my studies with. So I'm hoping that I'm doing a good job, and I'm hoping that my partner can be part of this journey with me, kind of give me the eyes that I need and being there when I don't, you know, feel right or whatever, and give me an honest opinion on my posing and stuff like that. You can also see some posing on my Instagram account, Sarah Galoo Health. Yeah, I'll leave a link in the description if I can, and if I can't, just type in Sarah with an H, Galoo with 2 L's. I don't know, maybe I'll try to link it. I gotta go, the chicken's cooking.